Hello and welcome to another Friday video in which I talk a little bit about gua sha. Now don't forget to like this video and subscribe to this channel to get more videos like this. And today we're having a look at sha or petechia and why does it sometimes appear and why it sometimes doesn't appear. So let's have a look. So when you scrape a gua sha tool over the skin, sometimes there's going to be a distinctive mark called sha or petechia over that area. And then sometimes you might think it's going to come out onto that area, but it doesn't. And the question is, why is it that sometimes these red marks come out and then sometimes they don't come out? And is gua sha better if they do come out? And what does that really mean, for example, facial gua sha, which we're not supposed to have this sha come out onto the skin. So let's just start off with what is sha. So it's blood that's been released from the tissue bed and is coming into the layer of your skin so you can see it. Now it's not a breakage of the capillaries in the area, it's a leakage from the bed. So in order for sha to come out onto the skin, there has to be the right conditions in the tissue to release the blood, because it's not going to happen everywhere. Well, it is actually rather complicated in what's going on, but there's a simplistic idea we can just throw out there, and that's that there's a form of stagnation within the tissue underneath. Now if that stagnation is there in that tissue, then it's quite possible that you're going to have sha coming out. If the stagnation isn't in that tissue, then it's probably not going to come out. Now the reason for this stagnation and what's happening inside, well, that's the more complicated part. But essentially you want to move the blood, and the idea is that you're getting things moving or you're getting things out the body, and this is the standard approach to how gua sha works. But then we have to throw in other things. Now there's a whole other way of looking at what you're doing, and that's when you're working with the fascia, with the connective tissue. And there are connections throughout the body which will connect, for example, on a muscular level, which is what the Chinese call the sinew channels, which are these long lines of muscles around your body which are interconnected on a fascia connective tissue level. And there's also the connective tissue which will go from the outside coming to the inside. So there's actually a connection with the connective tissue on the outside of your body coming into the connective tissue that might surround organs, for example. And so that kind of treatment, when you're making an adjustment to the tensile structure of the matrix that holds your body together, well, that's a whole different thing. And sha might not be a part of what you're doing. And this leads us into facial gua sha, in that sha is not something we want to come onto the face, because we're not doing the same thing. We're actually doing a treatment which has more similarity with the connective tissue treatments than the standard gua sha treatments that you might find for the rest of the body. And it's often this difference which is misunderstood and is not widely known. So when you scrape and sha comes out or it doesn't come out, it has a variety of different meanings according to what treatment you're giving, where you're giving it, what you want to achieve, and how you want to do it. So if you want to know more, come and join me at the Komorebi Institute. This is what I do. And there'll be another video on Friday next week. So have a good week. See you then.